the rhomboid table, not round, no square, no triangle. We come to hang and chat with the gang on Fridays as we're able. We play well here in Camelot, we all chums and fun, but Camelot. We're nice to the rhomboid table, our host is formidable. He runs his train, talks insane, but sure he's quite unstable. He's hobby mad in Camelot, but seems never to have done a lot. Label, quite incomprehensible. Too wretched and we have no plan but to sit and hear Dutch babble. It's a lazy time in Camelot.
I have to shake my bum a lot.
This channel is a not-so-proud member of YouTube's all-encompassing special society of heavily overwhelmed layout enthusiasts. Check any railway show, check any railway club, check any layout, check your own house. You'll find one of us somewhere. Warning, the content of this stream is not suitable for children under the age of 16. The topic, language, themes, attitude, and personality of the presenter is not appropriate for anyone, much less children under the age of 16. Topics discussed will not center on trains and will focus on anything except politics. It just happens trains are running. Any similarity between characters, situations, trains, and intelligent thoughts is strictly a coincidence. Any rebroadcast or transmission of the stream without the expressed written consent of Major League Baseball is strictly prohibited. Viewer discretion is advised. Remember the 3 rules for model train layouts and pretty much anything. It's your layout, do what you want as you want. Do not tell someone else what to do unless they ask you directly what they should do. Do not call out, mock, criticize, or insult another channel on your channel or anyone else's channel. Thank you for your cooperation.
See it, you'll love it, and it's all done in the best possible way.
Hey everybody, happy Friday. Welcome into the great meeting hall of the Knights of the Rhomboid Table here at Castle Camelot, also known as my basement. I hope you're all well on that side of the camera. Let's go straight into greeting all the knights who are here and on my list. There's more in the background. Hello to all. We've got Sir Tim of Dowd is here, our CEO. Sir Aaron from Aaronville is here. Sir Lee from Anfield Road. Sir Chuck Schreiber, Sir Jason, known as Colonel Cottonbelt, Sir Greg from Great Northern, Sir Andy the Hot Dog Pilot. We have Sir Jean Ricard. We have Sir John Benicki. We have Sir Dino in the Model Railway Shed. We have Sir Clive of Newland Railway. Welcome in, Sir. Sir Ray Bovell. We have Sir KJ from Roland Blue. We have Sir Scott from Scottwood. We have Sir Tom of Couples. And we have Sir Chris from the Valley. It's great to have you here. And Sir Eric from Von Don Eisenbahn is listening in, going into work. So that's everybody on my list. I'll try to catch up as the sound is not right. Let me double check something. Yeah.
That should be better. Every now and then, StreamYard just says, we think you should be using that microphone way over there. Sorry about that. Hey, Sir Craig from CMD just popped in. So sorry about that, guys. But yeah, when I first logged in, it was set correctly, but I had to turn on a camera that had not activated. And apparently when I turned on the camera, StreamYard said, oh, well, you'll want to use that microphone, right? So, yeah. Anyhow, it's nice to have you all here. This is going to be a somewhat abbreviated one. Joyce and I want to leave before 6 o'clock. We're hitting a highway. We're going to go visit our son and daughter-in-law down in Columbus, which again is about a 3-hour drive for us. Hello, Sir Chase. Welcome in. Sir Tom of Houston. Yes. Jay said, thank you very much. Those are beautiful plates. We really love them. They are being prepared to be hung up on the wall. We just got to decide where. But yes, we did open them live on the camera last week. Yeah, and they were very cool. So thank you. We are very grateful for those. Those are very cool. For typical, I haven't done a lot this week. It's been a quiet week, other things going on, but I did finally get the rest of the road tape. So the Fowler car system is working. Okay, the Fowler car system is working. I'm not currently running it because I just need to clean it up, and then I've got to paint some areas on it, but I've got all the metallic track covered, and the bus is still running around. While I'm in Germany, I'm going to pick up at least one more bus chassis. You can buy the chassis separate from the buses, and then just splice on a couple of my, trade out a couple of my Delmenhorst bus so I can have at least 2 buses going. And then just have some other cars circling around as time goes on. So, is there a wagon stuck near? Oh, yes, it did. Come undone here. Huh. Wonder what happened there. Yeah, I'll just leave it off until I get things started. I also broke my comment I made a few months ago that I'm not buying any more steamers. I bought this steamer, but I have a reason. I mean, technically, I bought a Christmas steamer here as well, which broke that statement that I'm done buying steamers. And it's for the same reason. That's a Christmas steamer. This is going to become a Christmas steamer. I'm really trying to set it up that I have 6 Christmas locomotives for next year, and I decided to strike while the iron's hot. But I only paid $35 for this, and it's in great shape. It just needs the digital decoder, but it's a little class. I think it's a class 80, and it's been well loved, but it runs. It works great. It's just not digital. And I'm going to just, because it was so cheap, I'm going to repaint it into some Christmas colors, gold and silver, red and green, and make that another Christmas loco. And then I have a very special locomotive coming in next week that came into stock. I pre-ordered it a little while ago, and it's come into stock, although price looked really, really, it went up a bit. Because of the T word. But we won't go there. Anyhow, so yeah, that's what's going in. Let's see. Sir Brian Jemsky's here again. Great to have you here. And Sir Josh Cannon. Hello. So not stuck Evo, but abandoned. That would be the better way to put it. So anyhow, my theme today was I struggled coming up with a theme, and Tuesday night I was in a not in a good headspace over some things, and I couldn't think of what to run, and my brain said, well, I did an Era 6 last week, and I did an Era 4 a couple of weeks ago. I don't really have enough stuff to do a full Era 3. I could pull off some.
And my brain said, well, what about Eras 1 and 2? And I did a quick head count and said, well, yeah, I actually have enough trains. I could do Era 1 and 2 combined. So, I mean, if, you know, I assume that the little Bavarian bit in the background probably wasn't running by the 1930s, but who knows? Maybe they still were. Everybody else is either pre-war or right after World War I into the 1920s. So I think you definitely would have still seen those, like the P8, which becomes the P38, and they continued to work forever. So anyhow, let's go to the trains and get things running and chat, because we will not be here as long. We are going to cut this a little bit short. I don't know if it'll be 10 minutes or 15. It just how things feel or when I'm ready to go. Joyce has been fighting. She hasn't missed a day of work, although she didn't work today because holiday weekend. But she's been fighting a pretty hard cold all week, but seems okay today. All right, so anyhow, let's go to the 11 lane and get these trains going. I am not running what I normally would run with the first lane. I really like that. This is the class 03 Joyce bought me for Christmas. I really like it a lot. And so I just thought I would go ahead and run it. It's probably the one that's most, although the 03s came in around 1938, 30, 31, I think, is when the 03s went into production and operation, early 30s. So, yeah, coaches like this would have still been around. So it may not be a truly prototypical match, but I think it works. Get that guy going. And then, of course, one of my favorite new steam locomotives, this Württemberger C-Class. Did I see Sir Brian of Finnerton is here? Hello, Sir Brian. Welcome in. Great to have you. I hope the shoulder is okay. Somebody who's had 2 shoulder surgeries myself. I'm very sympathetic and empathetic to people with shoulder problems and pains. All right, now this guy, I got to move him just a bit for a second and then stop him so I can rehook up his little baggage car. I'm running the Little French 231, which does look a lot like a class 18, so I'm assuming it is of the same class. All right, I'm just going to stop that for a second while I, and actually I'm going to pause everything just for a second so I don't accidentally short things out while I try to put this dude on. And hopefully he'll stay connected. I'm not sure. Well, I know why you're not staying connected, because the little tab on the guy in front of you. And that's the one we really want to connect. There we go. That'll be the little coupler is bent. I need to grab some pliers and straighten that out. Okay, so anyhow, he did a couple loops fine, but apparently the last loop he did lose that car coming around the corner. But yeah, it's kind of, it's almost a steamer palooza, isn't it? We're running all steamers, but then again, Era 1 and 2 would have been mostly steamers, wouldn't it? Not quite a lot of electric. There were definitely electrics, but okay. So now let's get the Bavarian Rheingold in action. Uh-oh. Dudes. Oh, the gremlins are out today. Your coupler pulled out? Your coupler can't have pulled out. How did you get spin around? It's one of those real cheapo couplers. All right, well, I will see if I can sort him out in a second and get everybody else. Let's see, who is that? That is the, it is the French Orient Express. That is going to be problematic. All right, so let's get this guy going. And I'll sort out the, or I just may get rid of all those cars. All right, the next one is a Prussian P8 with some Era I coaches. Who else just came in? Hello, Monsville. Howdy, howdy. And I got to get to my screen here. Get him in motion. Uh-oh. The gremlins are back today. Who is creating the short? Is it that guy over there? Be back in a second, folks. No, can't be you. So who is? Oh, I see. It's the P8. Should have. Huh. What happened to you, dude? Why are you derailed? Oh, I see why. Let's just get you through that. Okay. Yep. One of the gates wiggled loose. They do that from time to time. All right. Let's see if that solves the problem. But yeah, the P8, the tender, was derailed going through a turnout. All right. And then way in the back, we've got the little... Dude, other way. All right, that'll get everybody in motion, except for I got to take care of the guys down below. Now, the guys down below are definitely not an Era 1-2 combo. And I guess I'll get them started real quick. I'm running... a couple of Beatles, one in honor of this week being the 62nd anniversary of the Beatles appearing on Ed Sullivan, as well as it was 59 years ago that the Beatles recorded, 57 years ago that the Beatles recorded Hey Bulldog this week. So let's get that guy going. And that's about as flimsy excuse as I had. Again, I just couldn't decide what to run this week. And I didn't even decide on these trains until this morning. Hello, Sir Jeff. Welcome in. Did I miss anybody while I was... And now I've got to deal with my little French problem. We're dealing with the French problem. Not too hard, not too hard. Not too hard. Did you couple? Yep. For some reason, this Orient Express, as pretty as some of the cars are, is just consistently, the coaches are always a problem. Anytime I try to run them, I have a problem. Eventually, I can get it sorted. Sometimes it's taking a coach out. I have been working on them, cleaning them up at times. Usually right before I decide to run them, pick another coach and say, okay, is there something clearly wrong with this one? I've removed 2 of them. And somebody sounds derailed over there. You guys are no fun. Someday I'm just going to have to break down and find the money. All right. You. Why are you? That should be anybody else? You, the same guy who uncoupled earlier. Is it just this guy? Is that really it? I think it's just the first class Pullman car is the real issue here. I think he just causes problems, so I'm going to remove him. Oops, sorry. I'll catch up with the chat in a couple of minutes, but yes, this. Yep, under the bridge, still up. All right. I think you are just a problem there. I really think it's you. Okay. So, and we are still missing some of you. Oh, you left them back here. Ah. Ooh, somebody's smelling like ozone today. All right, let's see if that kind of solves this problem. Otherwise, I might just bench those cars and come up with something else to run. Okay. Well, the Gremlins are back to after a month off. Apparently, they were on a month's vacation. Oh, you got your city side torn apart? Yeah, that seems to be the case. I've had that. I don't have a lot of Lima, but yes, clearly these Limas disagree. I wish they were ES or NEMS socket ones. One day I will see the Märklin Blue Orient Express, which is my preferred. And I will buy them. That's the way to put it. I will buy it. But when I see it, they're $1,200, $1,300, $1,400. If I could find a decent set of all Lima or Bachmann or Rivarossi or somebody, because again, I could run DC coaches on here. If they light up, I would have to do some work with them to make them light up. But all right. We'll just take you two off. We're just going to run it as a 4-car consist. Second time around. You didn't do this in practice yesterday, but boy, you're certainly doing it now. 5-car consist. Well. Everybody else is a 5-car consist, so why not? Now, the funny thing is, the Gremlins really are just odd little bits. It really is never a track issue. Every now and then, I haven't cleaned the track well enough, or one of my trains left a little bit of residue, and I didn't catch it. But it's rarely a track issue. It's always an individual passenger coach or freight, or individual freight side. Yeah, sometimes it's the coupling. Sometimes, the bogey was messed up, and sometimes it's user error. Many times I just didn't get it on the track properly. I do use my rerailer now whenever I'm setting up, but apparently sometimes it misses. But I do run these guys in test. Oh, I never did start the other guy, did I? I thought I did. Hey, fella. There you go. Get moving. What are you stopping for? Oh, this is not my day. Okay. Why is your coupler acting up so bad? Oh, how bad did I nail that camera? Not too bad. Shaky hands, McGee fighting. Okay. That's got a really tight bogey in the one direction. It's not marked 1 and 2, so I just set it on the track. It's a cheap 73, which is why they went ahead and throw the Beatles on. That's the one thing that annoys me about Hornby is that whenever they release Beatle stuff, they release real low quality Beatle stuff. Yeah, well, UK Era I is a lot earlier. You know, the UK divides their eras very differently. Germany, or I should say in the Märklin world, everybody that does era, basically Era I is everything before World War I. So Germany did an imitation of the Stevenson rocket called the Adler, the Eagle. And then, so everything up to there. Yeah, I've had that BR-18 from River Ross Eagle on that. It ran in my steamer Palooza. The only thing of Herb's I have not been able to get running, and I probably should have already worked on it while he was here, was this let me go see what it is. Okay, I was right. It is an E41. So yeah, and even these pillows are being obnoxious today. Let's get to a better camera. Now let's workstation cam. So it's this one. This is an E410 or 410001. So E410-001. This had a little bit of life when I first set it on the track. The lights came on, and then it started to move, and then a little wisp of blue smoke and a hearty zzz, which said it died. The wheels are not locked up, so it's definitely within the motor. So whether it just, needs new wiring or something like that, it would be cool to get this running, but this is not two rail, or this is two rail. It's not Märklin. Let me get that up there. Hey, there's Sir Greg from Midsummer. But so yeah, this is the only thing I've got from Herb that does not run. Everything else I have gotten running, both 2-rail and 3-rail. It just, when Artie was here, we were so focused on the Fowler car. He did get the Virgin 43 working, although now it's acting up again. But again, it might just be that the brushes we use, which are not true Hornby brushes, are creating an issue. after a couple of 3 hour running sessions. But so I didn't even think of this one because Artie might have been able to rewire it, or it just might be that the motor's completely blown. But since I've had a couple things where it seems like the motor was blown and we managed to get it working anyhow, it's quite possible we could get that guy going. Well, hello, Sir Ray from Ray Central 127. So yes, now there are some that I've only run once. There's one that's a 3-rail I have never run. I've got a Roco, old Roco class 120. It's a kids level Roco. It's the lowest level I think Roco could make. It doesn't have glass. It just has stickers on it for the windows. It works. I've just never run it in a live stream, but it works. It works fine. I've cleaned the motor and everything. But yeah, dare I say, it's almost too ugly. I haven't run it in a live stream. And I like the class 120s. It's so cheap looking. I know that's terrible, but let me go grab that one. Ugh. So just if you wanted to see a close-up, this is the E41, the E410. That does not work. It's DC. This one does not work. And I really have not worked on it since a year ago when I first tried to work on it. After I worked on it once, and then it went zzz, and then I tried to work on it, got nowhere with it, and just set it aside because it was 2-rail, and I had all the 3 rails I wanted to go. Anyhow, here is this old Roco. I think you can see on there it says Roco, class 120. The windows are just, there you go. I think you can see that now. They're just applique or painted, form fitted. They're not even appliques, I don't think. I think they're just, well, maybe they are appliques. I don't know if that's painted or if it's a stick, right? The windows on the side feel painted. The front looks like a sticker. But this runs, and it runs fine. It's just, I've never run it on live stream. It's also missing a pantograph. This was probably, if not the most damaged guy to come in, one of the most. But it works fine. I did replace the shoe on it, the Schleifer. I did replace that. But otherwise, it runs great. It just, there's too much missing on it for me to run it. What a bit of vanity, isn't it? Let's go back to some trains running. Let's do the multi-view for now. I mean, my opinion is if certain CVs are acting up, but everything seems to work, they're just not working correct, then usually I've done it a couple of times. And yes, resetting it to factory and then going back and changing the address can do the trick. I won't say it will do the trick, but in many cases where it's working, but certain things seem to be off, it can help. It's definitely one of the check marks to look at on the problem-solving checklist. Yeah, you got to be talking the Bavarian, the blue Bavarian Rheingold. That is a class 18. I'm running, I think, 3 versions of the Class 18. I have 2 well, technically, I think only, 2 of them are called Class 18s. The other one is called the Württemberger C-Class, which is Class 18-1. And then the French is, in French nomenclature, it's a 231. But it looks almost identical, if not identical, to all the Class 18s I have. So Ifo and Raymond Legs would probably know more. Hallo, Sir Andre! Willkommen! Wie geht's? Wie steht's? But yes, I've done that with a couple of used digital locos I have where they just didn't seem to run, or ones that I had and started acting up a bit. I reset it because like the light function suddenly wasn't working, but it was working in one way, but it wasn't working the other, and it fixed the problem. Resetting it seemed to, because they're electrical, and sometimes they get a spark, sometimes a surge, and it causes them to act silly. Dude. Now behave. You have a shield now. YouTube has gone with a shield. Why? I don't know, but YouTube has gone with a shield. When you look at OBS or you look at StreamYard, it's still a spanner. And from what I understand, YouTube's logic is that, that's a sign that somebody is an op, and that they're there to protect you from people being bad, and therefore a shield. Somebody's making a scraping sound, but I'm not figuring out who. No, it's just you going around the corner. Okay. So it's all good. Hey, Sir Randall of Ellison is here. How are you, my good friend? By the way, I don't know if we'll see him in the chat today because today is Sir Andy of March West Junction's birthday. If he does pop in, happy birthday to him. But I have already wished him a happy Womb Liberation Day. That Beatles thing, I tell you. All right. Who is off? You are off. Really? Dudes. Okay. One problem fixed. Another problem fixed. Oh, well, hello, Simon. You just finished your live stream. Okay, well, that's cool. Well, that's what I tend to do. Dude, you're making me mad. Oh. Why are you uncoupling or derailing? Stop being a douche. Well, no wonder. Typical crappy Hornby design. Oh my God. Dude. Oh my goodness. The freaking radius 3 curve. Oh. Well, I didn't run it in. I should have known better. Well, hello, Sir Brian Rock, the rail fan. Yes, it is. I did finally get, although it's lit, it's a lighted one. I did finally get the proper baggage coach for the end. So I don't know if it shows up on camera, but the rear car is all right. Screw it. I'm not running it anymore. It keeps the head, the power head keeps derailing. And the reason it's derailing is that the coupler, and it's a pin and hook coupler, it's too tight. So I'm going to have to see if for some reason it's jammed up, but it's squeezing going around a radius 3 curve. It should not be doing that. And it's never done that before. Secret for freight, buy 2 old 2-axle cars. Well, there's that, yes. He's not the Messiah. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. But yeah, and to be honest, Ifo, that was the train I started with. I wanted to run the Bavarian. Just when I was looking at it Sunday, I was putting everything away, trying to decide what to run, and I was just like, I really want to run the Württemberger C-Class and the coaches with it, and I just kept trying to think how I could build around it. And then as I was putting trains away, I was looking at the class 03 that is pulling the Rheingold coaches. And I just said, yeah, I'd like to run that one too. Just because they were appealing to me. They were just looking pretty. They were looking very sharp on Sunday. So I finally said, what the hell? In some ways, I really don't like the design of the 390, but like I said, it's every problem I have with that Hornbeam Beetles is the coupling. The couplers are as simple you can design a coupler, which means they shouldn't have problems. And yet they do have problems unless you run them on a very wide curve, apparently. But I think even on a wide curve. But I've never had the problem with this. When I've run it as a 4-car set, hey, Prussian P8, what did I do? Did I bump you down? Yes, I did for some reason. Don't know how I did that, but apparently I bumped the Prussian P8 down. So we'll just speed them back up. I'm going to race them a little bit, loosen them up. Yeah, I don't know why Hornby has so many different couplers to begin with. You got the standard tension lock D-ring couplers on most of their stuff, and then the narrower form on some later things. The Azuma has the same sort of scissor tension clip that the Märklin IC 1s and 2s have, which seem to work fine. But then for the 390s, it's this real lame post and hook coupler or pin and hook coupler. And right now, the power cab and the car behind it, every time it goes around this corner here, they're rubbing and it's derailing the back end. So it's just, for whatever reason, they're not liking each other. Oh, goodness. All you do is pop it and something derails. One more time. And derailed again. Well, turn it around and it seems to increase the gap. Try to get the early. Let's see, what's Evo saying? Try to get the full early passenger car set that goes with the small Bavarian mail van with the Pete locomotive. Nah, I'm not into that kind of a search. Right now, the only older train I'm truly looking for is I am really looking for, I want a quality Orient Express to get rid of these cars and just put these cars on show, sell them off, or, you know, give them away to somebody who wants to restore them better. That's the only Era II set I'm really looking for. I just want to get a quality Orient Express. I don't care if it's Lima, River Rossi, as long as they look good and don't keep on coupling. And then the other older cars I'm looking for that I'll be looking for in Germany is I want a complete consist that would go with this guy, where it says Deutsche Bundesbahn on it there. I'm looking for and I've seen some sets on eBay, but they're a little bit more than I think they would be, and not money I wanted to drop, especially right now where I am heavily working on getting my we're going to go to Germany. If we didn't announce that, I know we have announced it. We're going to be spending a week in Stuttgart, a week in the town of Erfurt, and a week in Neumünster, which is north of Hamburg. And while we're there, we're going to go up to Kiel and Flensburg. We're going to go down to Delmenhorst and get some last pictures of the train station to make up for the pictures I lost last year. That's the problem. Like, I lost them I didn't get the pictures I wanted in 2023. And then in 2025, I lost them. Whenever I'm traveling with and meeting other people, I seem to screw up my picture editing. I'll blame other people. Hey, Sir Raymond Legs, how are you? Yeah, Joyce has some gorgeous. To me, Joyce is one of the top makers of Orient Express coaches. Before Hornby bought them out and after Hornby bought them out, Joyce makes some very beautiful coaches. I don't know if this one. I don't know if this one is Joyce or not. This is a very sharp one. I love the Tiffany lamps in the window. Hey, Bohemian, how are you? Thank you. Running a couple of Rheingolds today. How did you hook with that one? I think it derailed again. It's not a bad idea that once something that guarantees a consistent flow. I really was advised, and I still haven't done it, to do it with my supercomputer and plug everything into that. It's a power regulator and a basically a battery backup. Yeah, it derailed again. I'm just going to stop that Eurostar. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I mean, personally, I would like something that looks more like the 1930s, but the nostalgia. You know, just something that looks the part. But as long as, like I said, there's a Märklin set out there, but unfortunately, the cheapest I've ever seen it for without the loco, just the coaches, the 6 coaches, is about on eBay is about $1,200. You get, I think it's 5 passenger coaches and 2 baggage coaches. The Parkinsons? What Parkinsons? Well, hey there, Brian. Yeah, not quite a steamer palooza. I just wanted to run some Era 1 and 2. Hey, Sir Kieran is here. I'm sorry I missed it. Right now, all the couplers on the Eurostar are acting up. I've just stopped it. So I'm only running the inner guy because this guy just, it's for some reason, suddenly they're too tight. I don't know why they're suddenly tight. They're just plastic swing arms. So they should be the same distance no matter what you do. But yeah, they're acting up. The nostalgic Istanbul Orient Express, that would be a real dream. Yeah, familiar on the Venice Simplon ones, yes. So, no, I wouldn't be that picky. I just want the really gorgeous. I don't care about the bogies and the white walls or not. I really just want some very classic, gorgeous looking coaches. You know, even Hornby has some absolutely beautiful, beautiful coaches of some of their higher luxury trains of the UK. You know, some gorgeous Greshly teak coaches, which I would have been looking for had we been going to the UK as originally planned. I feel really bad we're not going to the UK, but literally flight prices were double. Well, let's say about 60% higher. It was about 3,600 to fly to Germany. It was 6,000 to fly to the UK. Yes, Brian, there is indeed, Sir Brian Jemsky, there is indeed an extension set. Technically, I could drive 2 hours east, and I think my guy at Ormondy's has the 6-car set, which is 2 passenger. Which one does he have? I'm pretty sure he had one. He may have sold it. But he wanted $900 for the 5-car set. It just depends on which UK coaches, Andre. Some UK coaches are, they have their cheap lines, and then they have their better lines. Yeah, I turn that other light on. Okay. Of course, Brian. That's what we encourage. Advertise your shops, advertise your channels. Exactly. No matter the condition, they ask huge money. The only thing is, I don't want one of the old tin plate era versions. I definitely want a more modern version. If I'm going to have an Orient Express, I want it to all light up and have the beautiful interior inside. I know about 8 years ago, Märklin did the brown coaches, and then they did the Edelweiss Express, which looks just like the Orient Express in a lot of ways because it's CIWL coaches. Oh, so you got the 6-car set. Because that's the one thing I want for both my Rheingolds, and I can never find them, is I want just the other baggage car. Now, I could buy another 4-car set and have an 8-car set with 2 baggage cars. It's a 5-car set. It's 4 passenger coaches plus the baggage coach. But then you would need a dining car. Well, there he is, the birthday man himself. Happy birthday to Sir Andrew of March West Junction. Indeed, KJ, that would be cool. I've actually got some German royalty figures. I've got a Kaiser Wilhelm II. I've got a King Ludwig II of Bavaria. And a few other little personages that I plan on throwing on some of my layouts and trains. The lights don't all work right. Hey, Sir Christopher, welcome in from Knoxville. Lima 309 301. Yeah, that's actually, in all honesty, Raymond, I think most of these coaches I have are from that set because I pretty much have every one of those cars there. So everybody's going to have their favorites, but in the long run, you just turned off Doctor Who on YouTube and found me on. Well, I don't have a... Oops. Oh, everybody's got their biases about Doctor Who. You know, the original was the best. Tom Baker was the best. Blah, 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 blah. When you're keeping a show going for almost 70 years, you're going to have changes and deal with changes. I've never really watched a lot of Doctor Who. Joyce's mom and older brother got into it. So when I would go and visit Joyce and sit in the living room and chat with the family, they'd be watching Doctor Who back in the 80s. Let's see, there you go. Tom Baker sucked. Everybody's got their opinions. It's like everything else. No matter what we want to talk about, we will always divide into groups that see it, no matter what it is, model trains or science fiction or how to interpret history. We always divide into camps. Now, going across the back. God, there it goes. All right, good night, EFO. Coming right into your camera. 2 steamers heading right at you. Get off the track! But see, to be honest, these Orient Express coaches, for the most part, they're nice, but they're not like really great. All my trains are gone. 3 straight cameras, not a single train. Where the hell are they? Oh, there they are. But, you know, these Rheingold coaches are gorgeous, especially the brown ones. I mean, the blue ones are great, but if you do a close-up of the blue ones, the lamp is just a circular, the little lamp at the dining table is, or at the sitting tables, is just a little circular LED, whereas on the newer ones, it's a Tiffany lamp. It's a Tiffany lamp. So that looks cool. Oh, well, welcome in, Sir Paul. Let me knight you. Sir Paul from Canada, which is a beautiful country. I now declare you a knight of the rhomboid table. Paul, if you have a channel, you now have been knighted. You are a knight of the rhomboid table, and you are free to promote your channel or anybody else's channel. That could be model train related, real fanning. It can be any hobby. The only thing we do not allow is politics or religion. Those are no-nos. We don't talk them. We don't link to them. Jelly baby. In fact, I'm hoping sometime this summer, Joyce and I will go to Canada again. We haven't been to, well, we were in Canada last August for the YouTube meet and greet that Sparky organized. But we'd like to go again. We really want to go into Toronto, and there's a couple of people in Toronto we'd like to meet. And then we'd like to go, of course, Niagara Falls again, because we haven't been to Niagara Falls in a long time. You're no round boy? Well, I would hope not. Was a set production designer. Well, that's cool. All right, Brian, take care. Have a good weekend. Like I said, Joyce and I are going to be heading off to visit our son. We haven't seen him since Christmas, so we're going to head down and visit him. Had a few Brians here for a second. But see, I like these Orient Express coaches, but they're also, I'm going to sound like a snob. They're on the cheaper end. They're not really that detailed. They're pretty enough, but they're very plasticky. And I just want something a little maybe more modern might be a way to put it. Now, one of these coaches, this one is from the Austrian company Pocher, P-O-C-H-E-R, Pocher. But that's a heavy one. But it's got a bent coupler on the one end, which constantly uncouples. And I've tried to fix it a couple of times, but I keep failing. I do not know why I keep failing, but I keep failing, trying to make it cooperate. Hey, Fresno Jason, welcome in. Been seeing you around some of the chats lately. Welcome in. You shall have your own blue shield, although it used to be a blue spanner, a royal spanner. I'm not declaring you a knight of the rhomboid table. Fresno Jason, you are now a knight of the rhomboid table. And that means you can now post a link to your channel if you want. And please feel free to advertise your channel. I know some people have that humility like, oh, I don't want to beg or ask. No. Put your channel out there. Let us take a look at it. And many of us will subscribe. Yes. Yeah. River Rossi bought out Pocher. So there's a lot of crossbreeding between the two. I think River Rossi occasionally still puts stuff out under the Pocher name. Well, Märklin, as you may know, Andre, Märklin makes a Kaiser Wilhelm II train, which I could go get if I had $1,200. I could get all 4 sets. The Loco and the original 2 cars, and then the 3 additional 2-car sets. I just need somewhere between I probably, if I offered Joseph $1,000 for the entire train, he'd probably give it to me. But individually, it's listed at about $1,200. Oh, you're rolling. Okay, now you're going to show off and hurt my feelings. There we go. Oh, look at that. Okay. Oh, look at those. Those are nice. Very nice. The green cars are a little odd to me, but wow. Look at all those. Wow. How many coaches is that, KJ? I'm going to have to watch that again. How many coaches was that? 1, 2. Love those blue coaches. 3. And then the 4 begin. 4, 5, 6. 3 of the green. 7, 8 in light blue. 9 is orange. 10. Wow, 10 coaches. That was cool. That was very cool. Thank you for that. I may have miscounted, but I think I got 10. Hey, Sir Dwight. No, Fresno, you're not hijacking the stream if I tell you, because if you don't do it, one of us will look up your channel and post a link to it, which if that makes you feel better, we'll do it. I started this stream because so many channels got upset if you tried to mention your channel on their stream. So, control copy, and we shall go with this outrageous French accent. Control paste. Did somebody beat me to it because I was goofing around? Oh, you just turned around and posted it. But there it is. Yep. Everybody's channel. Dude, I've been doing my layout for 8 years, and it's still only in the last year has it gotten any closer to being done. I rarely work on this layout. I'm an American, and I run Central European trains. Originally, it was just Era 6, but obviously, I've expanded my hobby into other eras, although they do look weird running past all these modern buildings. But that's the nice thing about Germany is even today, you can have sections of a town that are 500 years old and sections of a town that were built post-war. Did I see a Floyd is here? Is that Sir Floyd? Yeah, just post the link, Christopher of Mayberry Railroad. Yep, there he is, Sir Floyd Robbins. Welcome in. Wow, great to have you guys, especially our friends from Canada. Yeah, and yes, riding on some of those heritage trains are quite expensive. So I don't know. It's one of those things I would not pursue. But if the opportunity arose and the finances would allow me, then yes, I would do it. Yes, and Greg, your latest video, that was a nice running session, and you had all 9 cameras up. Mind you, it's not the 12 cameras I do, but... I did ride a heritage railroad in Germany last year. Joyce and I rode the Molly, the little narrow gauge steamer that runs between the town of Bad Doberan and the city that begins with a K at the end of the line. Kutzenloh or something like that. They weren't all running? Okay, I guess I did not notice that. You just answered your own question, Sir Paul. The reason you don't get so many cameras is you're on a laptop, and what happens is laptops tend to have 3 to 5 USB ports. Older ones probably 3, but maybe 5. But when you have 5, you usually have one that's an dedicated, and then the other 2 are shared ports. So when you plug 2 cameras into them, the cameras may be different, but your computer, the CPU, running through, especially depending on the video card, the graphics card you have, will struggle distinguishing which camera is which. Now, at least when you're running through something like OBS or StreamYard. Now, a lot of times with older computers, even if you just try camera and go through them one at a time, you'll get the flickering because they're fighting. My computer that allows me to do, I actually have about 17, 8, well, I can go up to 20 cameras if you count all the tablets I have hooked up. I can go up to at least 20 cameras because I had a custom built computer by a local dude that took it as a great challenge. And so he designed, and I've got 10 USB dedicated ports. And then I've got multi-hubs where I can plug in 2 cameras each. If you go to a third camera, they start fighting, but you can usually get 2 cameras in a multi-hub. And if they're separate brands, that's even better. So on a modern computer, if you use a multi-hub, you can get somewhere between 6 and 10 cameras on. Older computers, after 4, you're gonna around 4, you're gonna struggle. Koolingsborn, yes, that's it, Jean-Ricard. Koolingsborn, except I think you got the H and the U reversed. Koolingsborn. Well, it's not specifically even PCI lanes, but I have a specific motherboard that had 8. It has 8 dedicated USB ports, and there's a difference between a port and a hub. A port is the one place you plug in. A hub is where you can plug multiples in. And so, yeah, on a laptop. Now, this laptop here, which you really can't see, I was able to get 6 cameras going on that, but that's a newer Acer. It was an Acer gaming camera, and it has a better graphics card in it. So I was able to run 6 cameras easily on that one. But then I got a 7th camera. And I need a better computer. Yes, you have. But do you have all 23 plugged into the one computer? I was never in a competition to have the most cameras. I just kept adding because I kept thinking, that's a great place to get a view of my layout that I can't get sitting here. And then I kept thinking, oh, it'd be cool to look at my layout from this angle. Hey, it'd be cool to look from this angle. It'd be cool to be down low here. Well, if you really want to see the collection Bohemian, you got to go back to my Oktoberfest where I ran 23 steamers. Yeah, my problem is I'm now going through OBS through StreamYard because the last few times I've tried to live stream with OBS, my internet keeps fighting with it. There is a problem. YouTube upgraded, OBS upgraded. And one of these weekends, I'm just going to do a random live stream and see if they have finally sorted it out. Yeah, okay, you've got HDMI cameras, and then you have the ports to plug them all in. I'm sorry, the hubs to plug them all in. I can plug in 3 HDMI cameras direct into here. I have not done, so I still could add a couple of cameras by plugging into the HDMI ports, because my monitors go into DVI ports, and I've got 3 HDMI ports on this. And then I have 2 PCI slots with multiple USB, but I can only plug 2 cameras in. If I plug a third camera, they start fighting. Yeah, Vision Mixer. See, you do this as a profession, you know, the whole broadcasting bit. I'm a schmuck doing it with a home computer and just upgrading as I figure things out. All right, well, thank you, Josh. It's always nice to have you pop in. One of our new regulars, I hope. All right, let's get back to some close-ups. We'll watch that little, it's going too fast to really catch it in that camera. Let's get at the village view, see it from a distance, but that is a gorgeous locomotive. What I think I'll do is I'll temporarily stop it in front of somebody, in front of a camera where you can get a good view at it for a minute and let everybody ogle at it. All right, let's see what camera is best. All right, we'll inch it up to the 11 lane. Come on, come on. Stop. There you go. It really is just looks like a variation of a class 18, but the green is a very rich, deep green, and the little yellow trims really make it stand out. I love it when somebody has locomotives that, if it's one solid color, they just add the little color trims. All right, fella, back on the road. Get back to work. And Dino had a new video out today talking about his broken wallet. I'm sure your wallet will forgive you. It's more, will the wife forgive you? I can't hide anything from Joyce. Honey, what's this purchase on the credit card? Oh, yeah, I had to order something from Lipa. You what? Joyce gets mad at when I do the high-pitched voice. Hey, Soraya Bertelson, how you doing? Oh, when it comes to this stuff, I'm a schmuck. I'm just a schleb doing the minimum I can do and still do it. That's why my layout hasn't been finished in 7 years. And it's only been this year that it's really, oh, there's grass on it now. And I really am eager to do more, but I've got to get Delmenhorst before in order, because that's going to determine the other grass areas. And I'm already drawing up Delmenhorst. I've got to do some stuff in Germany and get some more pictures of Delmenhorst so I can set some things up. But and then I've got to paint and start putting. I've got to secure the bus station all the way down. Now, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about with Delmenhorst, most people here are old time people. They've been around for a while. But this side of my layout is Delmenhorst. That is based on a real city. Yes, there's a big hole in the middle of my layout because that's where I access to work on things. And I've been working on the Fowler car. And the only Fowler car I currently have working over there, actually I have two, but that red bus you see right there. Oh, why did you catch on that? That was all about being smoothed out. Dude, really? I'll have to cut that all out. Okay. But with the change in temperature, some of that tape came up. But that was just a little demo. I mean, it's working. There are just some areas that I have to tidy up, which is where he's getting stuck on. And he doesn't get stuck all the time. It's just sometimes, especially when I first started up, like it's got to get its momentum and the motor warmed up a bit, and then it will push through. So I wouldn't even call that gremlins. That is merely issues. On Tuesday and Wednesday, I laid road tape down, and in a couple of areas here, since I messed with it, it has bubbled up a bit. So that's not even gremlins. That is just, it's got some things that I will have to go back with a sharp knife and just cut some little bumps out. It's really intricate work because you got to get a flexible, very flat knife that you can get very low, just slowly slice off like you're taking a wart off of a finger. And then you just clean it up. And then when I'm happy with it, I paint it all and then put the road signs in, the turn left here bits and the speed limits, which are painted on the road surface. So it's just, I have not sat down and really gone through this this week. I put the tape in, have been letting it adjust, waiting for the temperature to do what the temperature does, which is
cause it to bubble, and then I'll fix it. All right, I will. You take care, Brian. And yes, rest your arm. Like I said, somebody who's had a couple of shoulder surgeries in the last 12 years, I sympathize and empathize. But the key is the motors are working. It's turning in. Now, the one stop motor did not go in and stop on the side you're seeing, the one closest to the camera, because that motor is not turned on. I still have to do a couple little bits to sink it in and then set the road in. But we are pretty much good to go. It's just tidying up the little areas where the seams between the pieces of tape don't line up. And these things are so sensitive that if it's not entirely smooth, the ski can catch on something or the wheel can get caught. They're tight turns, so you really got to make sure it's very smooth for them in the tight turns. But like I said, I just laid some more tape, and it takes a few days for it to acclimate to the humidity and the temperature down here. And so, yeah, it's just I have to go through and slowly slice and do. But otherwise, it's a very happy thing. I am more confident in this than I've been ever. Much more confident in this. The last time I was this confident in it was May of 2020. And that's when I decided to try to make it all digital so I could control it with my Central Station 3. And that's when it all went to hell. Rapido Evolution coaches are arriving soon. And there was much rejoicing. Great. I hate not having two trains going down here. All right, come here, train. You may have annoyed me, but there's another train that doesn't annoy me. Oh, where are you? Where are you? You're up here, aren't you? Yep, there you are. Let's go with another beautiful UK locomotive. One of the prettiest locos in my collection. Hey, wait, mister. You forgot your coaches. And the requisite head bump coming out from under the table. All right, there. Now we got two guys going down there again. I think. Yep, there he comes. That's a Daypole Class 68 Scott Rail. I bought it at Getz in 2024, and it's one of the nicest locos I own. So credit, because in my European train community, my continental, the German Märklin people, Daypole does not have a good name. Most of the guys I came into the hobby with and talked about Daypole, you heard all the German Märklin guys, you heard nothing but bad things about Daypole. But that Class 68 is something else. It's a gorgeous runner, and it's a gorgeous locomotive. I love the British Class 68s. They look so much like the European, the German stuff, the tracks and bombardiers that... Wow, the chat rate has died. Come on, people, we got to get chatting. It's been a small and quiet crowd today. But I guess everybody's avoiding because it's Friday the 13th. Speaking of avoiding, I've got another music video out that you can avoid. We released one last week, and I really, I won't say it was Joyce's best singing, but I thought she did a hell of a job considering the song. And it didn't even get 150 views, which makes it the least watched video we've ever done of that type. And it's not the worst one we've ever done. And to even know if it was a bad one or not, you would have had to have watched it. So we've got 2 new parody songs out. I'm trying to get the writer's block. Although I will admit, the one I published today, I first wrote it 4.5 years ago when I first started writing. And the lyrics were quite different, except for the YouTube hero. That was always in there. And some of the lines like monetized and he got monetized. Super chats too. I was angry at a certain channel, and not the one many of you might think. I was angry at a certain channel long before any scandals erupted with another channel attacking another channel and me just posting my, hey, knock it off crap and blah, blah, blah. A little channel that was a little too self-important and thought they were a little too big for their britches in who they were in the model train community. And I wrote a rather scathing attack on them, and I decided never to record it because I just felt I was being too mean. It was funny, but mean. And then in 2022, I rewrote the lyrics to the version I published today, but I could never talk Joyce into singing it. Joyce would not sing it. It's not in her range. It's not in her timbre. And I'm like, I can't sing it. Well, after I gave Judas Priest and did my growl for Judas Priest, that some people said, actually, you didn't sound bad there. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I tried to bring that inspired me to try YouTube Hero, and I was never happy with it. So finally, this past November, I redid it, and I wasn't quite happy with it. And I gave it another try in December because my goal was to try to do some of my comedy bits so I can get my comedy brain going. My comedy brain has just been in neutral or in reverse for weeks now. I really thought I'd be done with Matt Clark by now, and instead I got the first 7 episodes out, and I started rewriting the plot, and then a lot of things just happened. I went into a really deep depression. Joyce could not really get me out of it. Probably between mid-October and even to now, I have to talk myself into doing the live stream because I know I'll enjoy the live stream. But like where I had those gremlins a few weeks ago where it was just getting worse each week, it really made me want to just stop doing live streams. I was just in that sort of state of mind. And so I've just been unable to sit down and get back into Big Gulch or the UK and write again. So I've been trying to get some of these parody songs out, and that I've got kind of backlogged again. And unfortunately, they're not doing as well as I would like. But, oh, yeah. Hey, there's Sir Simon for Simon's Trades Model Railway. Awesome. You're on a sewer bus this morning. Oh, man. I'll tell you, I've been on a couple of regional trains in Germany where somebody clearly pissed in the corner. Oh. Well, in all honesty, Raymond, it's not that uncommon. There are plenty of channels that will have a dig at other channels. We're humans, so there's petty jealousies and egos, and they'll take some snide shots at each other. But then there are the unwarranted ones where this particular channel I'll give too much away because it wasn't even the one that involved Rick and Pauline from Well Chucked. It wasn't because that occurred after I wrote the song. Anyhow, hello, Sir Artie. Like I said, sorry I won't be on your live stream co-hosting tomorrow, but we're going to be, we'll either be at my son's place or on the highway home. I don't know how we're going to work it. I try to be a very polite, easygoing person, but I have a very, very nasty side to me that if it gets pushed, I can be like John Lennon having shots at Paul McCartney in the early 70s. Yeah, that would really be an ugly one. I've had random channels take shots at me. Just, they stumbled across my channel once, and then I was watching, and I'm not subscribed to those channels anymore, but I was watching a channel, a fairly well-known UK channel, and they're like, oh, we're just watching this American bloke running 6 lanes and blah, blah. And they really said some rude things, like because an American running British trains, they didn't know, or running American trains, an American running German trains, that I wasn't following a ton of British channels, including theirs. And that annoyed the crap out of me. That really, really got my sneer up. Oh, yikes. The Charles de Gaulle Airport train to Louvre. Oh. Yeah, I've been in some funky railway stations out in the middle of nowhere, and the local druggies and that use it as urinals. It's like they've got a bathroom inside. It's just one of those things where you just can't, humans are humans, and most humans are wonderful people, but some do get caught up in their egos, some get caught up in their need, I always get, no matter what videos I put up, I'll always get a few people that come in and go, you're doing that wrong. And it's like, my trains are working. I'm not doing it wrong. But I've lost a lot of German, because Germans probably have a higher level of rivet counters, especially in the Märklin world, where they see my lanes like this here, where I have 11 lanes across, and that just drives them insane. They want to see 1 or 2 trains running with mountains and hills and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, that's not what I did. I just like 6 loops. Oh, Artie, I don't know where you looked. I can tell you where every restroom is in the Munich station because I had Joyce and anywhere from 15 to 18 students. There's more than one restroom in the Munich station. You just missed them. Yeah, tell me about that, Raymond. I lived in a house with 5 siblings, a mom and a dad, and 1 bathroom. Yeah, and the thing is, we all know rule 1. We say it all the time, rule 1, rule 1. But rule 1 is not something that everybody in the hobby 100% accepts and agrees with. There are plenty of rivet counters out there that, rule 1. But we all have, I think to some degree, we all have something we're a rivet counter about. Like I'm a rivet counter about certain trains of mine. Like it has to be the right consist. Others, because I don't have a connection to them, I don't care. I don't care. You know, my little mix Orient Express here, it's already missing 3 cars that I took off of it because they kept uncoupling. But I don't know what the proper consist should look like. And I'm mixing 4 different companies' coaches, and I just throw them on. I'm calling it an Orient Express. It's good. Well, thank you, Andre. I like the trades I'm running. I like the trains you run. I don't worry about layouts. I don't care if you run it on Miniature Wonderland or run it on a wooden slat on top of a bench. I don't care what you run your trains on. It's the people who have the passion. It's the people who love what they're doing and just want to share the joy. That's really what I'm about. I love the channels that share the joy without the attitude. You know, you'd have guys, speaking of guys that have a joy and a bit of an attitude, Mark from Model Railway Fantasia. We've had a Mark sighting. Mark posted a little short yesterday and responded to one of my emails I sent him a while ago. So he is alive and well, just been very busy. They're moving houses, and he's not yet moving to Poland. That's on hold. They're now going to wait to move to Poland until their daughter finishes school. But they are moving to a new house in their city. That's just some of the updates. But it was great to hear from him. I've had worries. Some of you that talked to me offline, you know, we've talked about whatever happened to Mark, and I was scared. You know, I go to like worst case scenario, like, oh my God. Because last I knew, he was having an infection in one of his recent amputation, and I feared, you know, at times I feared the worst. The longer it had been, and I was talking to some of you in here and some of you not here, maybe listening in the background, and I was like, oh my God, I'm worried he may have left us. But no, he's alive and well, so I'm glad to report that. Yeah, that is by far and away the hardest thing to get into with live streaming is once you're live, you can't hide anything. When you're making a video to post, you film 20 minutes and there's a bunch of mess ups, but you can cut it down to 10 minutes where everything's running great. When you're doing a live stream, anything could go wrong. Now, some people don't have it. To be honest, I went years where I never really had any problems. And then just a couple of months ago, I had like 5, 6, 7 live streams in a row where it was just something really obnoxious and weird and different every week. And even today, that Eurostar acting up in a couple of these cars from the, but at least those are not so much gremlins. Those are, I knew this car was a problem. I was trying to fix it. When I test ran it, it seemed okay, but test runs are not the same thing as getting it running for 20 minutes and things kind of settling in. Hey, did I see Sir Darren is here from Canadian Locomotive Logistics? And yeah, it does happen all the time. I mean, I have one advantage or two advantages. Number one, I'm running 3-rail, and 3-rail has less electrical issues than 2-rail. And Märklin, both their track and their trains tend to be at a higher quality than the standard American stuff, the standard British stuff. I'm sorry, I don't want to start a international world war on whose trains are better, but the continental Central European model trains, Roco, higher end Pico, Brava, ESU, Märklin, they are just at a different level of quality compared to the average American stuff and the average British stuff. That doesn't mean there isn't great stuff at great prices, but on average. So I have those two advantages. I have the pre-bedded Märklin C-Track, and and also I don't have hills and funky wiggles and runs in my lad. It's just a giant circle, which means I'm inviting less trouble that way too. Well, Darren, you're letting everybody know right now. Just post a link to it. That's why you're blue and got a shield, which used to be a spanner. It's still a spanner on OBS. That is a class 73. Does that mean anything to you, Simon? It's a class 73. It's a Hornby Beetles train, the singles from Liverpool train. But that is a class 73. So I don't know if that's different than JE36 or JE6, but it's a class 73 is what the box said. And it's an El Cheapo, no working lights, except it's not an El Cheapo. The set was actually, for what you get, the set was expensive because they stuck the Beatles name on it, and they know schmucks like me will pay money. But I won't buy stuff just because it's Beatles, but trains and Beatles was a great one. But the new Hornby Beetle stuff, like the Tanker Yellow Submarine, I'm not gonna buy that. I don't think it's as bad as Sam at Sam's Trains was ripping on it. But it's also not something I need to add. I've got the album coach box cars, and I've got the singles from Liverpool. Now, if they made an Azuma or that's why I've got the Eurostar, because it's the Beatles, Yellow Submarine. It's a cool looking train, and it's the Beatles, and it actually existed at one time in real life. Oh, to do the the GDR Schienenbus. But it's, and the more you do, the more switches you put in, the more motorized switches you put in, the more this or that. It's just everything you do, every joint, every joiner, every wire is something that can fail. Whether you're digital or analog, the more you add, the more something can fail. And in the long run, I'm just running 6 big circles, and I only have one main power line powering all 6 major lines, and then I have 2 add-ons that power the 2 parking areas. Oh, on the top layout. Oh, my apologies. See, you're British, and I assumed you're looking at the British trains. So which one on the littlest guy on the littlest lane? Let me see if I can catch him on camera. What's the best one? By the time I get to it, not that one. Yeah, he'll be coming into view. Are you talking this guy way in the back? That is an EP3/6. It's an EP3/6. That is a pre-World War I electric. Hey, Sir Ian of King Fox Junction is here. Nice to have you here. Yes, you can have decoders that will mess with each other. I currently have that with Modelbahn Union and Roco. I have got my Modelbahn Union decoder likes to change its address. And that's true. It doesn't have to be your only hobby. Yes, that was one I bought. I don't know if you know the story, Simon, but back in September of 2024, I had a guy who was a friend of the channel. His name was Herb. Herb was dying. And Herb had a massive European train collection. And he wrote to me because we emailed back and forth. And we had done some trades in the past where I had a train he wanted and he had a train I wanted. And we just flat out traded. He sent me stuff. Beautiful guy. Loved him a lot. But Herb was getting rid of his entire collection. He wanted it all to go before he passed away, and he didn't want his wife to have to deal with it. And I talked to Joyce, and long story short, I said, how much of your collection could I buy for X number of dollars? And he said, you can have the whole damn thing, except for one train he had already sold off. Which is, sorry, it's probably the one I wanted most out of his collection. Not really. There were a couple of others, and I loved many, and the surprises I got were amazing. But I bought his entire collection, and so I got tons of locos and trains that tripled my collection overnight. Well, okay, over a week, because it came in 8 huge boxes that he shipped from Western Canada. But anyhow, that was in the collection. But when that came up in a video, because I did all the openings on videos, every box, that was the one that when that came out, I immediately had a good 10 people, maybe more than 10 or more people that said, are you willing to sell that? They wanted it. Would you sell that? And how much do you want? But if anybody saw me in the video, the reaction to it, people would have known I wasn't going to sell it, because I was like, wow, this is so not my era. It's not my style, but this is the cutest and coolest little locomotive I've ever seen. I really like this. And then, oh, here's the cars to go with it. And yeah, I was not going to sell it. Hey, there's Sir Chris again. Great to have you here. Your wife is your other hobby. Well, my wife is one of my hobbies as well, and I can play with her, but that's a different story, and we'd have to be on a different type of channel for that, but that's a different story. All right, good night, Floyd. Yeah, happy Friday the 13th. I'm taking a long car ride. I don't want to think that it's Friday the 13th. But, yeah, it was a wonderful collection. I don't put the financial value on it. I don't know. There might be somebody who adds it up and says you spent too much on it. There might be other people that say, wow, you really got your money's worth and more. I just got a crap of stuff. Well, welcome, Michael Johnson. And thank you. It's a big table, but it's slowly becoming a layout. But now the next time you type in the chat, you'll notice your name is blue and you have a little blue shield by you. You are now a Knight of the Rhomboid Table. I now declare you a Knight of the Rhomboid Table. You can now post a link to your channel or any other hobby-related channel or any other hobby. Hunting, fishing, cars, planes, wargaming, comedy stuff. The only thing we don't accept, the only thing we don't allow, religion and politics. No religion, no politics. Speaking of which, just come around the corner. I gotta redo some of the grass there. That's popped up a bit. Da, 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 da. Oh, hi, wifey poo. Are we all packed?
Yeah, actually so. Just a little
Oh, here, let me get that 120 out of your way.
That's what I do.
I was showing a whole bunch of different locals that I don't want.
Oh, hi, Tom. Hi, Artie. Hi, Aaron.
God, she's not
Thank
even
you,
on camera
there.
yet.
Hi, Dave, Scott Rails. Hi, Tom. Hi, King Punk's Junction. Hi, Raymond. Hello, Andre. Hello, Andre, I should say. Oh. So, hi, Chesty Trades. That is Dirk, right?
Yeah. Oh, did it Dirk come in? Hello, Sir Dirk, and hello, Sir
He missed
Steve
up.
from Worthington.
So-
I missed.
Hello, Simon. Enjoy your videos, Simon. Hello, Chris. Hello, Greg. That's not Greg.
What? Where?
Great Northern.
Yeah, that's great.
That is Greg.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry
You're
to mess
right.
with you. I know Greg, but hello, Rulin Blue. Hi there, Randy. You haven't unpacked yet. Good heavens, I do that all the time. Hello, Worthington.
That's Steve.
That's Steve. Yeah. I say, I'm like, oh, baby, I know.
Who put up a video?
Yeah,
I watched it.
geez.
I don't remember if I commented on, but he put up a new video yesterday.
Oh, and hello to Heather, Greg. I'd
I
like
have
to think
not-
next time we get down to Australia, we can see them again. I'm not quite sure how we'll swing that, but we can try. Dino!
Well, if you get your retirement buyout the way you should,
I should, yeah.
we'll easily be able to hop a junket and go fly into Melbourne.
Yeah, I would think so. I think we're going to be flying a bit while we're there. Yeah. Well, thank you, Aaron Bill. Yeah, it was a nice day. I went to
Well, if you look, just before you say anything, for those of you that are regular Fridays, Joyce does not look nearly as tired and haggard because Joyce didn't work today.
Yeah.
They had the day off. So if she's looking a little springier and peppier,
Yeah, you can tell I've been home. Yeah, I went to the dentist today, but that was fine. I have lots of good talks with my dentist. It's pretty funny. And yeah, so we'll enjoy seeing our son and his wife, our daughter-in-law. Let's get that right.
Yeah, there you go.
Do a triangle in Australia. Agreed. Yeah, I'd love to see you too, Greg and Heather. Oh, yeah, King Fox, that happens. Especially if you are working on projects, it'll just set thing here, set thing down here, and it gets ahead of you or behind you or whatever you want to call it. So that's pretty typical. Sertupish for Andre.
He's from the UK, dear. Zertupish doesn't work for him.
Andre.
Oh, Andre.
I said Andre.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought I heard you
It's
say
for
King Fox,
Andre.
Ian, or buddy Ian. at
Yeah.
King Fox.
Oh, yeah. We all do. Yeah.
Okay, are
Anthony,
y'all done with your
Anthony
little...
will get very frantic. I've got to clean. It's all a mess again. And yeah, I get it. And so I'll never watch that. So you 46 people in. I heard you had some new people. So hello to your
I don't
new
need help
people.
fixing couplings on the coach.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, actually, my leg is really improved a lot. I'm almost back to normal with them.
What do I use to clean? I use a couple
He can
different
always
things.
give you a long spiel on how he cleans.
No,
Yes.
I shall try to keep it short.
Yeah, he has videos of how he cleans.
Can you open that?
This bottom one?
And is my little rag thing in there? Nope.
Yeah.
Nope, it's not there.
Not that I
Okay.
see.
Is it in the one above? Oh, no, it's over there.
Okay. Oh, you got one?
No, that's the sander.
Okay. All right.
That's the block sander.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Out the way, woman!
So, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty much back to normal. It's not 100%. I don't know if it ever will be, but sorry, I don't have room to move much.
Well, we need a bigger house. So I can build a
You
bigger
have a
layout.
lot of room for this layout, my dear. You took up the whole basement.
What?
Oh, you're moving. Yeah, look,
don't think we have enough room. I think we need more room. The only reason
Well,
I'm not going to go
considering
there.
we're down to one kid and it's who's an adult, and their needs are a little different nowadays.
Been an adult for 15 years.
I don't know how. I scraped
Oh,
my hands.
thanks.
I know.
Okay, so how do I
All
clean
of a
my
sudden
trash?
bleeding.
Okay. I start with a block of wood. Not good. Not good for your trash.
Yeah.
But I start with a block of wood.
Uh,
Then this heavy, thick foam
Hello, Jean.
that
I'm glad
comes
you're
in
here.
computer packages and stuff, the really heavy, thick foam, I use that. Sometimes I wrap it in a chamois. And then that's my hand cleaning. I have a little thing called Conduct-A-Lube.
See how dirty his chamois is if he turns
Yeah,
it
but you
down.
know how many cleanings that is? And how many
yeah.
years it's been since I washed that
I was gonna
chamois?
say, I can wash it for you this weekend.
Yes,
if you want.
yeah. I
I'll wash
actually
it on
meant to
Sunday.
throw them over there.
Yeah.
And so I just do this. It does a great job of scrubbing without
Classic
damaging the
C4
trash.
for kids, so.
But that's when I'm doing the intensive cleaning.
Right.
The other thing is, these very expensive because
they
I got
are.
talked into them before realizing there were cheaper ones out there. This is by a company called Lux, and you have vacuum and brush rail cleaner, and then you have the rail scrubber. That's a very soft, almost like a wool pad, steel wool pad, except it's much softer than steel wool, and that goes through.
That's true, Raymond.
So I do this about 4 times a year. And I do this once a year.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm overdue to do this. I should have done this, about a month and a half ago, and I haven't done it yet. So I need to get them running this week.
Tunnel boring machine should be coming through the walls this weekend. Anthony, our basement would be bigger. Again, we are a bit landlocked here with our neighbors, so it'd be very hard to make it much bigger.
Yeah,
Plus, you could go east, but that's about it. So yeah, that's how he does his.
I mean, I do have room to expand in this house.
So-
I just need somebody to move out.
Oh, I know I'm not alone. And yeah, when the daughter moves out, if the daughter moves
There's
out,
a room back here
there's an extra room that Anthony will branch into.
that
So,
will become my all
yes,
parking area. All my trades will come out of the middle,
I don't.
and they'll park in that room in there because I
Yeah.
already got the tunnel built. I don't know what camera you could see. I don't think I have any camera
they
you
are
can see that
good.
tunnel with.
Yeah, I don't know about a Dodger land in our home, but
There's light reflecting over
yeah,
there.
they can't see under the ground. Its problem is we'll run into theirs because both of our neighbors also have colors under their homes.
Yeah, we would have that problem.
Oh, Liz isn't moving out. It'll be many years, I think. She is saving. We honestly need the house market to crash, or she can afford even a little house. I've always said the only way I'm moving is if Anthony finds me a home near a river. I'd probably be even happy
I
with a
don't know if
stream.
you guys could see my high-speed trains over on the wall
I just dropped something.
parked over there.
You need to come lower. There you go. So you see the
There's a tunnel carved into that closet
yeah,
there.
there's a closet. You can see a little opening above it if you're looking.
Shaky cam.
Yeah, well, you all know Anthony, or you newbies don't. He's got quite a shaky hand now. It runs in the family. His father was like that. My grandmother was very much like that, which has nothing to do with him. But yeah, it's yeah, no, we don't stress her. She knows. And I don't know. You want me to point at it? I could.
Well, that's me.
Jeff, running your trains like the Olympics. Go big or go home. There you go. Yeah, the vomit can, indeed. Stimped.
Yeah, Artie, you were only here for 2 weeks. We've lived with her for 33 years.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. And yeah.
And no, we're not. She's certainly not being pushed out. She can stay with us as long as she wants.
We're never going to put her out in the street. Hi there, Lee.
It's just that if she happens to, then I'm taking that room.
She is putting her money in the savings, which I need to move a little over to. I think we can. So
I don't necessarily go with that death or glory, Andy. I'm more for glory or.
That's what Jeff said. It's go big or go home.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but there's a big difference between go big and go home or death versus glory.
It's a little more extreme. I agree. Good.
Is there another option like 70% successful?
Oh, yeah, we love Muddled Bond Shoplifter.
Yes, I love them. I just can't order from them right now.
It's pretty hard, yeah.
The T word.
He ordered from an American company who got it for him. Then they added the T to it. So, it was a good price. It turned out to be about the same. But you know what? Yeah. When you're extending the layout again, wow, Steve. I don't know. We all want to I assume we all want to expand.
When are you extending the layout again? Huh?
Go hard or go home. That was your motto on the highway. That's a bit scary there, Artie.
Yeah, Andre,
Yeah.
I don't mind the regionals as long as they're not too packed. And of course, being packed is good. It means business as well.
Yeah, it means I'll stay. Yeah.
But I would rather take an 8-hour train ride than a 4-hour flight.
Glory or dismemberment? Oh, that's not that much dissimilar, I think.
I
like keeping my
No. I'm sorry. I'm just not that brave. I'm glory or bruised ego.
Yeah, I like that one better.
Glory or slightly bruised ego.
Yeah, for Ed scale. Oh, I'm sure every skill has one, or they should at least. Wow.
So, have you figured out the theme for today's? I had one person say, "Oh, Steamer Palooza." I said, "Not quite," because there is one guy that's not steam. The little electric chugger over there.
Yes, but he's not a youngin'. That's a hint.
No, that's an old one.
That's a hint.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So what's your guess?
Trying to help. Oh, you told me.
Did I tell you?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I usually don't because
I know, but I like to ask, so I look smart if you do, and you forget.
And apparently, I set you up, and you decided not to play the game.
I played honestly. Yeah.
Yes, it's Era I and Era II because I don't have enough all Era I or all Era II.
Yeah, so he has to combine them. Yeah, old things. That's fair.
Oh yeah, Joyce has had a cold all week.
Yeah, I've had a cold. I'd like to say I'm on the tail end of it, and then it gets weird. Like about this time.
She's tried to share it with me, but I have fought it off.
Oh, I'm trying not to share it.
My problem is Renaud's.
I mean, just you and days.
Renaud's. It's hard to be. I like Renaud's, and if you talk directly to Ray, good guy. But Renaud's will tell you they have things in stock.
Yep.
And they don't.
Yeah, and you'll get an email. Well, it's on back order. And so they did that to me twice, and I'm done with them.
So things get lost. Things get. You know, their prices are not, some things are cheaper, some things are more expensive, but their prices are standard for North America.
Yeah.
Customer service is where I think it can let down. They just don't really update all their stock.
Wow, you had 58?
Yes.
Holy moly, we're not that warm. Today we're just over
Eric
freezing.
in Wisconsin said they got up to 59 today.
Wow, we're supposed to be close to 50, 60, 50 on Wednesday. So we're not getting quite as much heat as you are.
So the
probably
jet stream is curved down this way
it's
around
probably
us.
the lake.
All that.
There's a eastern wind. That will cool us down more.
Trains.
Sound like the
I
opening
tend
of
to think
Oklahoma?
trains tends to be overpriced. Every now and then you can get something at a decent price for trains.
Yeah,
some
Raymond,
of the
he's
used stuff.
looked at all of those.
But trains,
He's bought from all those.
trains tends to be very overpriced, except when he does decide to do a sale.
Yeah.
But again, the guy that runs trains is from here.
Yeah, he's a Toledo guy. And I mean, it's like if he has something, he's pretty good about getting it out fast.
AJC, my favorite North American shop.
Andre, that sounds nice. Do you get a lot of snow near Rostock?
Is AJC Kids. AJC. Well, when you get right down to it, it's Annie, Jewel, and Charlie, and Kids.
Right.
And Annie, Jewel, and Charlie are pretty much
you do?
retired
Okay.
out of it. TEE USA, again, I think they tend to be very overpriced.
I'm curious, this is the thing. Do you get snow that originates off the Baltic?
European model trains, Euro model trains going up in Canada. They're pretty good. They used to be good, but their stock
28 sounds
is
awful.
not as good as it used to be.
I don't like that in
I
the
think
summer.
he's struggling where he's at. He was in the heart of Vancouver, British Columbia, or just outside of it in the suburbs.
Yeah,
but he
we're
moved into the middle
similar,
of nowhere.
Michael. But yeah, that is quite a warm front from what we've been having. It's been a cold winter.
Oh, you're in Lower Michigan. We're in Toledo.
So yeah, that sounds nice. Aaronville. Yeah, right.
We're on the good side of that border.
It comes from the west. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because we get not quite around here. You have to go a little east of us. They get snow that forms off the lake, and it is intensely strong snow. Very heavy, accumulates very quickly. You say, if you've never been in a lake effect snow, you will know it the second you hit one.
Well, the problem is we have the same problem buying from Canada, Dirk, that we have buying from Lipa.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Before the T word, I could get stuff from Lipa much sooner and much cheaper than I could ever get from anywhere in North America. In North America.
Yeah, that's right.
And I would argue with people that would say, "Oh, Besserer Price has stuff cheaper than Lipa."
Oh, for sure.
Every time I compared, Lipa was cheaper.
Yeah, lake effect is the word. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's the worst.
But but Lipa is my go-to store, and I would buy anything from Lipa because I can get it.
You know that Detroit gets more than we do, though.
If I do my order on a Friday,
maybe not. I don't know.
If I do my order on a Friday from Lipa, I will have it Wednesday or Thursday on my doorstep.
Yeah.
AJC Kids is pretty cool, but it still takes them about 8 days from
a little more than a week. Yeah.
Order to delivered on doorstep.
Yeah.
Renaud's can be 6 days, can be 2 weeks.
I think Anthony told you we're headed Germany again, so
we're going to Germany again.
Do some buying while we're there.
And yeah, I am planning on buying some things on there. I would like to go to Lipa.
Yeah, I know.
But actually, their in-store prices are slightly higher than their online prices.
I don't know why, but I've heard that. Yeah. Nothing any harder. I think you've eBayed a lot of your last purchases. You did one with
I bought I have bought a couple of things from three things from AJC Kids.
Okay.
One is sitting right here, the Christmas loco, the Class 185.
Right.
And then I just bought two more of the conversion decoders.
Okay.
And then right after I bought that from them, they emailed me and said that other loco that they said would take a month to get in, they got it in about a week and a half later.
Right.
So that was a fast month.
Oh, all right. Artie says Slippa gave him a good price in the store. I don't know if we could work that in. Yeah, I think Anthony is too.
Erfurt is the closest we would be to Lipa.
Right.
Had we gone into that area of Essen and Duisburg, then
right,
then we could have gone down to Detmold relatively easily. But from Erfurt, it takes forever because you have to go around the mountain this way or around the mountain that way.
All right, thank you, Dirk. That's good to know. Rita says, so they match the online price, especially if they know you're from America. Ah, okay.
Yeah, but in all honesty, that is because that's why I never, unless I pre-order something with Lipa, they've got the nice system. We have it in stock.
Yeah.
We can get it.
They tell you right away if they don't have it in stock. You know before you order if it's in stock.
Right. So if it's one of those things we can get it from the manufacturer 5 to 10 days later.
They keep their database updated just perfectly.
Yeah. So it really is. I would agree with Lipa. It's probably no fix the problem.
Stereotype. We went from Lipa from Frankfurt.
Yeah, it probably would be because that goes through some nice territory. The problem is I can't go from where the closest I'm going to be to Detmold. Let me check it out real fast.
Yeah.
We shall go to
we never had a problem
the Deutsche Bahn up. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? I want to go.
All right. Glad you came in, Steve. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Steve. It was great to have you here.
Where did you
Erfurt, and we're going to, that's Steve.
Okay.
And we want to go to Detmold. Okay, and not today.
I don't think that was ours.
So let's just say.
I'm sure the ones that struggle are doing their best, but maybe they need to hire someone who's really good at it.
For who?
Chris would be good keeping their database up to date.
Oh, for Renaud's?
Yeah, he would excel at that.
Well, but you got to have the people doing the stock.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Checking.
Search. Yeah, the fastest trip involves 3. Oh, well, there you go, dear. We could do it in under 3 hours if we take an ICE.
Oh, really? You had a hard time with them, huh? Wow.
Yeah, this is how it ranges.
Nobody's going to see that. I could be wrong.
Oh, I got to hold it in the other hand.
I'm sorry to hear that. That's wrong.
Erfurt to Detmold. 4 hours and 30 minutes, 2 hours 57 minutes, 4 hours 13 minutes, and there's one that's 5 hours. That was a little bit earlier. And look how many changes there are. Yeah, 4 hours and 57 minutes.
And several changes.
Yeah, I don't think we're doing a 4 hour train ride.
No, probably not.
Especially with all those changes.
Are we going to see any big railways in Germany other than Mula?
We're going to be going to the Märklin again.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, we're going to go to the Märklin.
I didn't know if that was.
We're going to the Märklin factory in that.
I didn't know that was a for sure.
Well, we're going there, so might as well. I don't need to go through the museum again, but the Märklin would be cool just to check it out again.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's good.
But at this moment, we're not planning on any quote
back and film the thing we didn't film the
heritage train rides because I am not so much a rail fanner as I am a model train.
Right.
I'm a toy guy. I like the toys, but I love riding the trains to get places, which is why I fell in love with model trains. I love getting on an ICE or an HST, depending on the country, and just travel that way. I don't have to worry about stopping for bathroom breaks. I can actually enjoy the scenery because too often I'll be driving with Joyce and Joyce will say, honey, look at that. And I'll look over there and then the car starts going that way.
Yeah.
I got to watch the road. It's
but
just,
then you never know what we'll see. You know, we have surprise run into things. And Anthony is always looking on his phone to see if something is nearby. So we could surprise y'all and find a museum or two.
But the first thing I do is once we decide where we're staying, I start looking for what are the local Märklin shops.
That's not bad.
I start looking for the...
Yeah, we went to the Porsche.
Yeah, we've been there.
Yeah, we did that one the same year. We did the Märklin.
We did 4 model train exhibitions in Germany in 1 year.
Yeah.
This past summer. No. It was 2023.
It was the previous trip.
In 2023, we did Miniature Wonderland, the Märklin layout, which had just opened, the Märklin AM.
Right.
We did the Hans-Peter Porsche Traumwerk, and then we did Märklin World in Titisee. Yeah, Titisee. In Titisee.
Roco.
And the sad thing is,
clean here.
we were in Schaffhausen, Switzerland, on our way to see Rhine Falls, and we were at a bus stop, and in a building 50 feet behind us was Switzerland's largest public model train layout thing, the Swiss version of Miniature Wonderland, and we didn't know it was there.
No.
Somebody told us later.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of those places we came for the falls, and we weren't looking for anything else.
Are we?
But I guess we should have.
I haven't seen any connection issue there.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, I just killed that camera again with my foot. I keep nailing this camera.
Okay. No, I looked, and I think everything's clean.
I'm not seeing.
So I'm sorry, it must be you. Yeah. It's good to ask, though, because you never know.
So, yeah, in Germany, there used to be one of Berlin in the city of Berlin, but that closed down and got sold off. Somebody bought it. A private collector bought it.
Yeah, for a lot of money.
For a lot of money. And whether they're going to rebuild it
if
and
it was 6 digits
put it
or
out.
more.
Oh, it was 7 digits. I think he paid $5 million for it or something like that.
Yeah. That's
Euros.
what I thought. It was a lot. And euros, yeah. Exchange rate terrible, of course.
Yeah, we just so in Germany.
Oh, wow. Your first international rival show. Very cool. It's headed to Ireland in October.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
I'm sure you'll tape it. We'll watch that, I'm sure.
We're doing our Toledo is in 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah, it's coming fairly soon.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah, we're almost halfway through October or February. It goes fast. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I still think avoidance is okay.
How do you avoid it when you're walking around everywhere?
I know. They'll probably be outside, too. All right. Nightly.
Good night, Lee. I figure we'll end about 9:45 out.
Okay. That's fine. I don't think we were in too much of a hurry tonight.
Well, yeah.
You'd like to get on the road. Yeah, it's fine.
You know me. I want to, if I got to drive.
I know. You want to get going.
Get it over with.
Yep, I get that.
And, I mean, is the last time we saw him Christmas?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, last time we saw our son was Christmas.
Yeah, it's been since Christmas.
But, so yeah, in Germany, there's the Märklin AM, which is at the Märklin factory and headquarters. You can go up into Germany. Miniature Wonderland. There's Märklin World, which is actually kind of cool. It's on 4 floors. It's just a bunch of little layouts. Then there's Hans-Peter Porsche's Traumwerk. And then there are some private exhibitions that are open to the public on certain days of the week. So there's a ton of really big ones. Miniature Wonderland is bigger than everybody. Northlands, I saw that at Amherst. Northlands is still advertising themselves.
Some of the layout is now with the miniature Welten in Fürth. in Odenwald.
Yeah,
I know I mangled that. I'm sorry.
Firth, right.
Oh, ants will come in anytime.
It's not with Mincher, Belton, and Firth. And Odenwald. Yeah, I
Everybody
want to
deals
go. I
with
would like
ants.
to see that one.
You're not unique.
But yeah, lost my train of thought there.
That's right. We have bug guys.
I missed my train of thought.
Oh, your train went off the rail.
My train of thought did.
Yeah.
I don't think it went off the rail. I think it had a head-on crash with another thought now.
Yeah.
Because I was talking about the different places, the big layouts.
The big layouts. Yeah. Sorry.
Then I was going somewhere else with it. Oh
Brock.
well. Yeah, the Modell Bundesbahn.
Brackel? Brackel?
And that one is shutting down.
That?
Right, that one's shutting down.
How do you say
Brackel.
Brackel. I knew I had it wrong, the wrong A. Yeah, that won't help us if it shuts down the end of May. You have a mouse in your office. You gave it a peanut. I don't think I'd encourage the mice, Chris. No, they're not. They're just once you have them, they're very.
Bring friends.
Yeah, about. Yeah, ants are just really hard to get rid of. I say we've got bug guys who come in.
Over the years, we've had ant problems.
Oh, yeah.
And a guy explained that part of the problem with ants was a couple of things, and we got it taken care of and treated, and now we don't have ants anymore.
It helps, but he sprays.
Oh, that's what I was talking about. I was going to get.
They spray frequently, so
Northlands.
Every other month.
Northlands. I saw that they had a little display up at Amherst, and they still are saying they're the largest model train.
Right.
And they're not. They're not even close to Märklin.
Yeah.
Märklin. They're not even close to Miniature Wonderland.
Yeah. We probably should go see it someday.
They are the largest. They're the largest
you need to
private, individually owned public layout. But they're not.
They're
no longer. That one time they were, but Miniature Wonderland passed them about 5 years ago, and continues to get bigger.
They bought another building, for heaven's sake.
Yeah.
They go across the canal. Dropped a bridge in. We watched that.
And at the risk of aggravating people, there's also Northlands is awesome, but it's not on the same scale of Miniature
he got to your heart
in a lot of ways.
So you were eating peanuts at the time. Yeah, they go crazy before the big rains. Yeah, they don't want to get wet either.
Well, hello, Steve.
Oh,
Sir
yeah.
Steve
Yeah, Eric Anthony does that. Actually, Anthony does that before we go. He will mark on Google Maps where all the train shops are.
Yeah, I do it before I go, so I don't have to look then.
He thinks like you.
The only difference is, I have them all marked.
Hi, Steve.
Although I specifically look for ones that are guaranteed to save Märklin. I also look for Mueller stores.
Oh, Raymond, that's hard.
If you're
that's
south
harsh.
and west, I look for Mueller stores as well, because some of the Muellers, the big 4 or 5 story Muellers, they have big model train sections.
Yeah, I don't know if we can do the D in Ohio.
What?
They're doing that meet and greet when we come back.
Oh, yeah.
And
everybody's having a YouTube meet and greet where Friday they're in Findlay, Saturday they're in Deschler. Or Marion, and then Sunday they're in Deschler or something like that.
I think it's
and
Sunday.
that is the weekend we come back from Germany.
Yes.
So I think the Sunday in Deschler is probably the one we could make.
It's just a very maybe. Because we have a decent amount of energy until we get home, and then, man, it's gone.
We crashed for a couple of days.
We crashed for a few days. Don't really want to travel much, but I don't know. We'll see. We will see how we feel.
It's only an hour drive, so.
Yeah, it's not that far. And it was fun. It's amazing how many trains go through there. Oh, okay. It says, hey, Omanopa.
Okay, here we go.
All right, plug your ears,
if you're new
y'all.
to the channel, plug your ears. If you're new to the channel, plug your ears. Kyan! Opa loves you!
Opa loves you!
Kyan! Little dude, how you doing, little
Yeah,
dude?
we'll see you
And
Sunday.
Lindy and Chris, we'll see you on Sunday.
Yeah, I was going to text you in, so maybe I will.
So let's go back down to... There we go, back to that one.
Put you.
Kyan!
That's a funny picture.
What's that?
That's a funny picture you have there.
Yeah, well, you got to see the video.
You're right, I do. I didn't really know you had put it up already.
I mentioned it earlier.
I know you were working on it.
I sing. Now, we've dropped 2 new songs in the last week. Hers did not get a lot of views, and it deserves more. And mine dropped today. And I sing, which you don't want. What?
I said they don't know the song. It makes it so much harder.
Yeah, well, but again, they could listen to it anyhow and go, "Oh, wow!" At least you listen to a few bars and go, "Oh, I don't like that style of music." They gotta turn it on.
No, fix that. Good grief.
One layout can get larger, and the other layout is small. And the one that you're working on doesn't do anything at all. Go on YouTube. I'm sorry, I'm making it up right there, so I hit a wall.
Oh dear.
You can sing that one though if I did.
I can sing that one. I'm not sure.
And
yeah,
never mind. You go chasing locos.
Oh man. And the 5 o'clock snot runs. That's what Betty said. Hey, I'm a little dude.
Well, I'm a little dude. That's what Betty said.
Huh.
But anyhow, new one, I tried to get that same growl I had.
Sure, I'm not running the trains. Yeah, I know you were trying.
But the thing is, there's 4 levels of singing. You have the main line, then you have the secondary lines, and then you have the backups, and then you have the.
You didn't ask me to help with any of the backs. I don't know if I could have or not.
You might have, because I think you might have been able to do.
I've had a cold for over a week.
I did these back in November and this.
Wow, okay.
It was back in November.
Yeah, you did it on the sly then, which is easy.
Yeah, it was, you were at work,
when I'm at work,
and I came down one day and was determined to.
Yeah, you wanted to get it off. Yeah.
And then I wasn't quite happy with it. I did the mixes.
Right.
I played a little bit for you, and you said it wasn't that bad, and I said, it didn't sound right. And then I did a couple of more.
I'm very supportive, bits.
A very supportive woman.
To a fault, probably.
She's supportive to a fault, and I'm the fault.
Oh, golly. You don't always know where you're going to end up. I think with our neurodivergent personalities, we must know where we're going. We can be flexible while we're there, but the plan has to be there.
Yeah,
and then we can deviate, but
you
it
would
has
not
to be
want
there.
to take either of us on a surprise ride.
No, it's very
Where are we going?
Anxiety driven.
We'll let you know when you get there. No.
Oh, no.
What town are we going to?
No,
At least give us a town.
Extremely anxiety ridden.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We would be kicking the doors out of the car.
Yep. That is not us.
Yeah.
We must have a destination.
We got to know where we're going. We got to know where we're going.
And I live that way. I must have an idea of what I'm doing.
And I got to know how long it's going to take to get there.
I have a plan. I don't mind making changes, but it has to start with something. Or I don't function well.
Yeah,
that's the absolute truth.
I have to know.
So that's a weird thing about us that now you know.
I have to know where we're going and how long it's going to take to get there. Joyce has to know where we're going, and then she needs to be facing the direction we're traveling.
Well, that's true too. That's just a motion thing, though.
And one other thing, you need to know what we're expecting to see there. You need to know what we're expecting to see there.
Do I need to know? Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Why are we going to this town, Anthony? And what's there?
Going to be there? Yeah. What are we going to see?
It's just a model train shop and maybe a cathedral.
Yeah, all right. All
And Joyce is
right.
already like, we've seen enough
Yeah,
cathedrals.
we've seen a lot of cathedrals. It's all
Yeah, look
right.
how empty that top shelf is because they're all down here.
Yeah, really. You really cleared it most of the way
See,
out.
that's the picture Artie needed.
Yeah, really.
All the trains gone
Yeah,
off
the
those
train's
shelves.
on the top. Yeah.
Because we still got to. I'm waiting to see exactly how Artie does his
The
bit.
Verna Garada Garden Railroad.
The Wernigerode.
Verna Garden.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, Wernigerode is one of the ones I said we could potentially get to from Erfurt, but it was just a little bit.
Oh, okay. I see.
Because you have to go around and come back up.
Yeah, it's.
Wernigerode is a beautiful town.
Oh, okay.
Right. Everybody who's ever seen in the pictures I sent,
Right.
it's a beautiful town. It's one of those places. It's sort of like Celle, but bigger.
Right.
And it's
Oh, you were
it's
talking
almost as
about
cool
that.
as Rotenburg ob der Taube,
Right.
but less known outside. Where
Yeah.
Rotenburg is just filled with all the international tourists. Wernigerode is more.
Do we know why we weren't crazy about Rotenburg ob der Taube?
We were in a tourist suck mode.
I was expecting to be wowed, and I wasn't.
It was a beautiful town. Don't get that wrong. It was a pretty town. It was too tourist aimed.
Yeah,
And it was
I guess so.
And it was loaded with
tourists.
too many Americans.
Well, there's that. Yeah, because I don't know, from Lynn's picture, for some reason, I had pictured this on a mountainside.
It was on a mountaintop.
Well, where the heck was the down part? I couldn't find it.
We went there. We got pictures
we
and
looked
video.
down a valley. It wasn't very big. I expected something grand.
No, we were on top of it. Everywhere you went, you looked down. It was just that it was sort of like some of Vienna, where we were already in such a
Yeah,
mood.
right. All
We
right.
were in such a
It could have just been
mood.
our mood.
We didn't enjoy it as much as we should have because
Yeah.
we were just. It was actually the last place we went.
Yeah, it was.
It was the last place
I
we went.
know. And we were done. We stayed in Burger.
Yeah, we were supposed to go to Würzburg as well, and you said, "I'm done."
Yeah, we
I
were
can't go
done. We were done
because
taking day
after
trips.
Salzburg and the crowds and Vienna and the crowds
Yep.
and the heat,
Yep.
we went to Rotenburg ob der Taube,
Yeah.
and the tourists were just so obnoxious.
Oh, and they were.
There were
yeah.
so many ugly tourists.
There
And
were.
I'm sorry, I am an American, but
I
there were so
will
many
say,
ugly Americans
I
there.
found we
and a
ran
couple of ugly
into.
Aussies.
No, but the Aussies, I thought they blew my mind a little bit, just because they said they went over a pole to get there,
Right,
and I'm really just trying to picture a globe
flying over
to
the South Pole
see
to get
if
there.
that would be faster. But it doesn't account for the prevailing winds, and I'm still not convinced it's better. But it kind of blew my mind a little bit, which I thought was good. But yeah, and then there was that really strange woman in the.
Or did they fly over the North Pole? Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah,
which
I
one
don't.
now.
Well, the North Pole really would have been the long way, wouldn't it?
Yeah, coming that way.
Yeah,
but
I think the South Pole would be the only
But
way
I don't
to
think
go.
they flew over the pole to get to Germany. They flew over the pole to get to somewhere else, and then came to Germany.
Maybe.
But
I
they
know
were money.
Oh, they sure were.
They were.
Oh,
We
not
ate lunch
to
next to
us.
them, and we got.
We were mere peasants next to them.
We were peasants.
Which we are anyway, but we're doing okay.
We're peasants.
So we figured out how to travel.
Culturally,
Yeah.
we're
We're culturally rich, but
well, we are.
turn your phone upside down, right? So anyway, that was interesting. But yeah, we were done, and there were so many things that we could go do near Berggrind, and most of them involved hiking and being near on the river, which I approve of 100%. It was fantastic. I mean, we even took a long walk to a gas station because we ran out of
Oh yeah,
something, and it was the only thing open on a Sunday.
Bamberg. Our
And-
stay in Bamberg
Oh, I
was
said
one of
Berggrind, it
our
was Bamberg, yeah.
happiest
Yeah, we had
stays
such a good
ever
time.
in all our travels to
And
Germany.
we walked along one of the rivers, and it was so
We've
pretty.
had a good time, even if you hear us talking negatively about, like,
Yeah.
that's it. We talk about Rotenburg on their Taube, and it's because we were hoping that it was going to blow us and go,
Hi, Todd
wow,
Armstrong."
what an amazing town. It was just like, it's all tourist and all
hi
tourist-oriented
to Todd.
shops. And
Todd, Todd-
hey, hello,
Yeah.
Sir Todd. you're coming in just as we're getting ready to log out here a couple of minutes early because we are. gonna hit the
Innsbruck was
road
another
here.
one we did, but I think it wasn't Innsbruck. It was us.
I liked Innsbruck. We just didn't spend as much time, but we had the crazy guy on the train, and then the guy as we got off the train that
passed.
apparently had shot up something because he got off the train and then went into
like a seizure or something.
he went into a major seizure. It was really scary to see. Very
alarming. Yeah.
But one of the
there was a
people
nurse.
attending him, there was a nurse that says she thinks he took something.
Right. And she called for help, and it was all good. But
no,
still, it was upsetting. Yeah. The best time we had in Innsbruck was actually train spotting.
Yeah.
We were watching the first time we were seeing the.
Well, it wasn't the first time we saw them. It was the first time we saw them leaving.
Right. Okay.
We saw rail-jets. We got to hear
with them singing, as they leave.
Record the as it plays scales, as the engine plays scales as it departs.
You're gonna tunnel when we leave.
And the funny thing is the video, because we have come here and we have stayed at the station
that way
to catch this train.
In the backyard.
And just as it's taking off, just as it starts to play scales, Joyce's like, "Oh, it's going!" And I'm like, "Shut up!"
I wasn't interfering with it.
Yes, you did.
No, I did. You could hear it past me. So,
divorce papers to follow.
Nah, we have a good time. That's for sure.
But we liked Salzburg, but it was just loaded with tourists and
it was loaded with us, I guess,
and money tourists, and those are even more obnoxious.
Artie,
the people that I'm wealthy and therefore I deserve special treatment.
That's right.
And
the Dodgers are away. Artie will play. Yeah.
I'm Brian, and so is my wife.
Given his distance, you're not coming to America in June, are you? I thought he was going to Europe in June.
Artie can hope to play, but
he's all talk. I'm telling you.
He's all talk. He doesn't want to mess with Joyce and the baseball bat.
That's right.
He does not want to.
They.
The Railjets. They were the first
Mozart
train just the style of it. I love the color.
Marzipan.
What?
The Mozart chocolates.
The
Kugels.
Yeah, they can be. There's different flavors.
Oh, okay. I didn't think there were other flavors. I thought we were seeing were all marzipan, which I have a very short.
Marzipan tastes really good until you get sick
for
of it.
a minute. Yeah, and then they're kind of mad.
For a long time.
You're in the U.S. in early March. Oh, good for you. Going to Las Vegas. Okay.
Which sound?
Huh?
Well, all I know is my Roco sounds like what I heard live in Innsbruck. So maybe there's better.
Yeah, when he takes, his Roco makes that sound when it takes off.
Does a great job with it.
He's got to turn it on.
It sounds identical to it. Well, you got to turn it on and have the sound on as it starts.
But it also works. All
right. Well, we are actually getting ready to cut out. So let's get to
2.5, 3 hour drive.
Yeah. 2.5 to 3 hours and whatever.
Okay, so Dushler, the 28th. I say
that's the Sunday.
We shall see. We are a maybe.
Well, if you don't go, I'll still pop down. I probably can do it, but I figure we can do down for an hour.
Yeah,
or two again,
I think
just to say hello.
I think it's probably okay.
I would like to do the Saturday get together, but I'd like to do the Saturday one, but we're just going to be dead. Not to mention everybody's going to come and say hi after we're back. All right. So anyhow, we got to get going. I'm looking at no watch, and I haven't worn a watch in ever, and I still look at my wrist like I expect a watch to magically appear there. My invisible watch, my super secret decoder watch.
Yeah.
The Schmerz special.
Anyway, if you have time, watch the music videos if you would, please. They're not long. You can mute them if you want. Just watch the video.
All right. So anyhow, we got to get going. So we want to
Yeah.
thank all of you again for spending part of your Fridays with us or
For
Saturday
sure.
mornings with us, however it works out for you.
Yeah.
You guys are wonderful. Thanks for all the support on the channel. And hopefully you'll keep
Always.
supporting us and we'll keep supporting you.
For sure.
So until the next time, we're going to say Auf Wiedersehen
Cheers.
and happy trades.
Bye.
Take care, everybody. And bada bing.